Welcome back, beautiful people. You're listening to a Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York. I am your host, Zen Sams. Welcome back to my Digital World segment brought to you by Tempest, a Burkhan World project. You can go ahead and check them out on burkhan.world. With its base in Washington, D.C., Burkhan has been investing in projects that believes will have a positive impact on society. Founder of Burkhan World Investments, Shahal Khan, is often quoted saying, "We must plant a seed today to nourish it so that it may yield a forest tomorrow for our children." And with that notion, all projects of Burkhan World are designed to give back to society in some capacity. Now, coming on in just a few minutes, we have Ana Khan, Global Director of Marketing and PR at Burkhan World. This beautiful friend of mine, wife, mother, artist, and incredible marketing executive, brings over 22 years of experience, knowledge, and expertise in the entertainment and hospitality industries. From MGM to recording labels to the tech world, Ana is an integral part of Burkhan's family office. And of course, Paul Caldwell, Chairman and CEO of Caldwell Soames, he's a returning favorite. He is the show's main contributor on our innovation and tech segment. Now, interestingly enough, one of the companies outperforming in the Caldwell Soames portfolio is OG2D, Original to Digital, and they happen to be at the epicenter of Burkhan World's next chapter. Today, Ana, Paul, and I will be looking at Original to Digital and how it all fits into Burkhan's film project Beyond the Border. Now, Beyond the Border is Burkhan World's first media division project, the first crypto-funded documentary about cultural inclusion, directed by Nasir Kande, an Indian native of Kashmir. And it's the story of two Europeans who spent a few weeks on vacation in Afghanistan with the aim of giving groups of girls and boys as many snowboards as possible so that by practicing a sport, they can continue to think and hope for a better future. The premise of the documentary is inclusion. Now, if you go to og2d.com, you're going to discover a platform that connects passionate fans with 100% authenticated and original NFT collectibles in art, entertainment, and memorabilia. Now, the platform was created to bring together diehard creators and collectors to buy, sell, and trade 100% original and authenticated NFT collectibles within a unified and secure ecosystem. And that's really important these days. Now, how does this all fit together? Well, here to break it all down for us and connect the pieces are Ana and Paul. Welcome back, Paul. I feel like I see you every week now.
Hi, Zen. How are you?
Welcome, stunning Ana. This is your first time on our show.
It is.
Usually you're behind the scenes, but today, Ana, you decided to take center stage. Tell us why this documentary is so special to Burkhan World and specifically to the CEO and founder Shahal Khan, and what role you play on taking this project to the next level and what you plan on doing with the proceeds.
Wonderful. So, we felt, with the tragic events that are happening right now and are unfolding, we felt that it was really necessary that we pushed this documentary up to the next level. So we got into the Venice Film Festivals, and I mean, it got amazing reviews. It touched people, and it really got people in the vision that there's still good life out there, even in a war zone. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be NFTing this documentary, and we partnered up with OG2D and our artist Kirill Jeliovsky, and he's from Washington, D.C., and he's got the Orange Project right now. It's the longest standing live art. It goes all the way through Embassy Row. I think that's like from Georgetown to the Vice Presidents. And it's amazing to be able to work with him and take his art and turn it into a custom NFT telling the story of this film just through one art piece, and taking this, analog art and digitalizing it and putting it on the platform so that we could take the proceeds and recycle the proceeds to create more documentaries and aid in these nations that need it right now.
That's beautiful, and it's always about
Thank
giving
you.
back. I know that a Burkhan, anything having to do with a Burkhan World project is always about giving back to society. Now, Paul, NFTs are now looking to shape the future of the film industry. They have already begun taking over the music industry, and now they're turning to the film and TV sector. Case in point, we have animated series Stoner Cats, the show which features Ashton Kutcher, Chris Rock, and Jane Fonda. They raised 8.4 million at the end of July in a sale of NFTs. That grant basically holders the executive right to watch episodes selling out in only 35 minutes. Now, every major production company is looking into using NFTs to drive fan engagement and find new revenue lines. And we have OG2D. You seem to be ahead of the curve here. What role will they play in taking Burkhan's documentary Beyond the Border to its next tech level?
Thanks, Zen and Anna. Nice to see you on here. The reality is an NFT platform or an NFT marketplace is really a context wrapper for content. NFTs started with inside marketplaces. You go to a marketplace, you could buy, sell, trade collectibles through these non-fungible tokens. The term NFT comes off the tongue very easily, but if one really understands what tokens are, it becomes clear or more clear typically in a conversation as to why this would make sense for a firm like ours to be invested in a platform like an OG2D through Original Digital. And we find that projects like Anna's like this project that they have, it's a world changing kind of project. It's an impact project, high impact project. It's not a low impact project. So it's relevant, it's meaningful, and it matters. And so at OG2D, the content that the folks are looking for over there are high value, relevant, meaningful content. And it doesn't just have to be art. It doesn't have to be, a film or whatever. It just needs to matter. And I think that, and it has to be original because that's the whole point of OG2D, original to digital. So there's an authenticity and authentication and authentifying process that goes on there. And then after that, then some unique things can be done because the platform is built on the Algorand blockchain, allowing the tokens to be both non-fungible and to have fungibility aspects to them. I'm not going to get into all of that here. We don't have time. The point is it allows a project like Anna's project to live and become more of a verb than just a noun and just something popping up. It's, as you mentioned, with the entertainment business. That's one of OG2D's main platforms is the series drop. They pride themselves on they're the first platform on Algorand. They're the first platform to do series drops in both ebook, audiobook, and animated formats, starting with Amy Winehouse and going on and on. And then with Anna's project, this thing is just amazing. I looked at it and we thought it through, and in the ideation meetings that went on to decide if it made sense for the two things to come together and for OG2D to be the right context for that, really important.
It's very important. And Anna, it's amazing to see that now here you are, head of global marketing, and you are at a point in time in your career where it's no longer just about the regular advertising models. You are now sitting here and we're talking about how to take art and really throw it into the technical aspect and really allow it's almost like think of it like crowdfunding almost in a more legitimate way with a lot of accuracy. Tell me about
Exactly.
tell me about the NFTs and the process and how it matters in the bigger picture for all things that a Burkhan World is involved in.
Sure. Actually, let me take it a step back. So, what's unique about this project is it's actually the first documentary that was funded by crypto. So, from the start, our idea was to keep this project basically on the blockchain. Let's create doors to open for other films, documentaries. I don't want to say we were the first people to coin turning a project into an NFT because right now it's the biggest craze. As you guys know, everybody's talking about NFTing their projects, their films, their pictures, anything they can. So the purpose behind us doing this is because we want to be able to create a not, like, I guess you could say, a never ending foundation where there's always proceeds that will be put back into the cause of every documentary and project we do. So if this NFT sells again and has another craze in like 10 years, something else is happening in the world, those proceeds again are going to go back to the same project, same country, and help those people.
I love it.
So,
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
exactly.
There you go. And we have about 2.5 minutes left. Paul, this is really important because it ties into the OG Pay, and that's really critical to the OG2G Corporation. But one of the key factors that's encouraging people, say, in Africa to use cryptocurrency is the cost of transferring money. The World Bank reported in 2020 that sending money to Africa via traditional bank transfer cost an average fee of about like 9% compared to the global average of about 6.5%. So sending money abroad or even receiving funds from overseas is littered with all these additional costs, including exchange rates. And this is where crypto is helping fill that gap. Talk to me about OG Pay and the fees versus the traditional methods. We have about 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, Zen, OG Pay is unique. It's been featured in places. The Money 2020 show was featured. It's been featured a lot of different places right now and starting to get a lot of traction because of just what you said. At the end of the day, and that's also the reason that OG2D mints NFTs on Algorand, because it's multiple times less expensive, more efficient, more effective, and it really gives the creator more options with their content. And then being able to use OG Pay plugging into the back end of that NFT marketplace, allowing people to purchase NFTs using whatever cryptocurrencies is listed. So they don't have to be locked into an Ethereum purchase or locked into a this or that purchase because the NFT happens to be minted on a particular blockchain. They can use even a credit card because actually, as we sit here today, yes, cryptocurrencies are a wave, right? No doubt about it, trending every day. Et cetera, et cetera. But the reality is a very small percentage of people in the world use cryptocurrency right now to buy anything because it's quite difficult to go buy milk and bread with cryptocurrency. It's still not easy. So OG Pay makes that easy, but when plugged into the back end of an NFT marketplace like they have with the OG2D folks, that really matters a lot because now it opens that world up and people can buy those NFTs in whatever way, with whatever type of currency they want to, and they can still house it as a digital asset.
It's beautiful. It's like it's a big monster. You've created the best platform with all of the artillery equipped with the most cutting edge technology and teams that are in place from AI to security across the board. I love it. Ana, thank you so much for bringing this project to light. It was such a pleasure having you on.
It was an honor to be on the show. Thank you so much.
Paul, always a pleasure. Guys, you definitely have to check out everything that a Burkhan World project is doing. Check them out on burkhan.world. Check out OG2D.com. It's an incredible platform that connects passionate fans with 100% authenticated and original NFT collectibles across the board. Paul, thank you so much. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WR, the voice of New York. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by Tempus, the next generation of the engagement economy, allowing people to make money on their data and earn cryptocurrency for the time they spend on things they already currently love to do. With Tempus, brands will have the ability to pay you directly for interacting with apps, watching videos, playing games, and more. Tempus, the time is now. Engage and earn.